Hello and welcome to WSTC News. I'm Zach Riffle.
And I'm Austin DeRay. This student-operated newscast is brought to you by Belmont-Harrison Career Center and St. Clairsville High School.
First up today, flash flooding hit a wildfire area in Northern California on Thursday, forcing officials to quickly deploy swift water rescue teams to save people stranded in vehicles after a downpour near the Paradise area, officials said. It was not clear how many people were trapped, but authorities received reports of flooding on roads and downed trees and utility poles. The storm brought 1.5 inches of rain in an hour, topping trees and trapping motorists and flooding roads downstream. And National Weather Service meteorologist Craig Shoemaker, Paradise has been under mandatory evacuation orders for nearly 3 weeks since a wildfire killed at least 88 people and destroyed nearly 14,000 homes.
Next, the Ohio Valley Mall will be making some big announcements soon. If all goes as planned, 2 new businesses will fill the former Kmart space, and officials say it will transform the entire look of the mall. According to County Commissioner Mark Thomas, one retail store will be a big box store, and the other store will be a non-traditional factory. An official announcement should be made sometime early in 2019.
The Red Devil Marching Band has been doing monumental things. The band qualified for state competition for 4th year in a row. Here's WSTC reporter Tavian Harris with more.
The Red Devil Marching Band has recently made school history. The band traveled to Brunswick, Ohio on November 3rd to compete in the state competition. The band earned a superior rating, which is the highest rating you can earn.
It feels crazy. Like, this is the first time ever that we've ever done something like this.
It's really exciting, and all of our hard work has paid off, so that's really exciting for us, and I'm excited for next year because so let's see what we can do and all that. So
I'm looking forward to a higher score than what we did at states because we just got the 1, but just keep pushing forward because we get better and better each year.
Mr. S has been the band director at St. Clairsville for 7 years. He has led the band to the state finals for the past 4 years.
Really excited, proud of all the kids for all the hard work we put in all season, and it's a combination of hard work and perseverance and sacrifice, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of practice to get to that level.
This is the first year that the band has gotten a superior rating in school history. The band members that are returning next year hope to make this a regular thing. This is Tavian Harris. Back to you in the studio.
Early in November, the resource officer at St. Clairsville High School held an assembly of the dangers of drugs and vaping. Here's WSTC News reporter Zach Riffle with more.
Juuling, Narcan, and oxycodone. These are some of the things we didn't hear about 10 years ago. Behind me is a school auditorium where approximately 560 students were educated on the dangers of common drugs. This past Monday, Officer Mike DePlaga educated our students on the dangers of drugs.
I think that they can leave this assembly knowing a little more than when they came in. I think that as long as they take it to heart and realize the seriousness of the topics we discussed, they'll benefit. I try to give them some real life examples of what I've seen working, and I try to really throw it out there for them that the risk is real. The potential for abuse in all these narcotics are real, and the consequences that not only they have, but the consequences that their families will go through, their friends, their loved ones, and their life as a whole can get flipped upside down. So hopefully they take everything serious, and which I'm sure they will, and make the right choices and just be them and do as they're supposed to, and everything should be good.
According to Lakeview Health, Ohio consistently leads the nation in terms of drug abuse, especially in reference to prescription drugs. Do you think this assembly changed students' minds on vaping and drug abuse?
Well, yes. Well, I hear a lot of stories about people vaping, people bragging about it, and I think now that they know that it's actually really dangerous, I think that they'll probably think twice before picking up a Juul next time.
Mr. Slutz, what are you doing to take action against the drug and alcohol abuse in our student body?
We do a couple different things here in the district to help educate kids about drug abuse alcohol abuse, and now specifically about the dangers of vaping, which is kind of a new phenomenon over the past 5 years or so. And like I said, one of the main things we do is educate. We try to get our resource officer involved in education programs. We also try to educate our staff, our teachers, about what to look for in students, signs of abuse, substance abuse, or what to look for when it comes to new vaping devices or what they look like. Because take for instance the Juul's, very small, very easy to conceal. So we want to educate our staff on that kind of stuff as well. On the other side of that, of course, there's always consequences for that kind of action when you bring that stuff into the school. But more importantly than that, we got to think about what's the next step. What do we do for recovery and help? And we have been contracting with a counselor for 2 years now to help us provide kind of that aftercare. So you've got the prevention, the education, you've got the immediate consequence and discipline, and then you've got the recovery piece that we try to take care of as well.
Reporting with WSTC News, I'm Zach Riffle.
Don't change that dial. Stay tuned for more WSTC news, movie reviews, Thanksgiving trivia, and WSTC sports.
You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Let's carry on and take advantage of the opportunities offered at the Belmont-Harrison Career Centers and learn a trade while earning your high school diploma at the same time. Check out interesting and challenging programs right now. Business, skilled trades, technical, mechanical, or personal services. You'll find Belmont-Harrison Career Centers facilities and programs truly amazing. See your guidance counselor or call the Belmont-Harrison Career Centers today at 740-695-9130 or visit their website at www.bhccenters.com.
Thanksgiving may be over, but the trivia is not. Let's see how you do in our very own version of Thanksgiving Family Feud.
Turkey.
Stuffing.
Chicken.
Cranberry sauce.
Noodles. Hasselback sweet potatoes.
Pie.
Green peppers.
Mushrooms.
Grits.
Hello and welcome to our movie review. In today's reviews, we will be talking about Thor Ragnarok, Coraline, and High School Musical. First up, we have Kiera.
I picked Thor Ragnarok because it's not like the past two movies. It is not, but I love Norse mythology, and the fact that it didn't go by the old Norse stories was a bit disappointing for me. You probably didn't know that Taika Waititi, the film director, plays the role of Korg, and that the film was about 8% improvised. You may recognize Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Anthony Hopkins, Jeff Goldblum, Mark Ruffalo, Tessa Thompson, Cate Blanchett, Benedict Cumberbatch in this marvelous movie.
I picked Coraline because it's one of my favorite movies. It's been a learning experience for me. I learned to never trust any strangers, especially ones with button eyes. The movie was produced and introduced by Henry Selick, and he did a great job with the movie.
I picked High School Musical because High School Musical is about an academic level high school. They all sing and dance and cause drama sometimes, but honestly I think that's why I like it. And plus, it's music in general. High School Musical has taught me to be myself no matter how weird you are or how basic you are. Did you know that Ashley Tisdale tried out for the part of Gabriella, but got the part of Sharpay?
That was today's movie review. You can buy and watch each of these movies on Netflix, or you can buy them on Amazon. Thor Ragnarok is $19.99, Coraline is $8.99, High School Musical is $9.96. Thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome to WSTC Sports. I'm Zach Riffle.
And I'm Austin DeRay. Let's see what's happening in the wide world of sports.
In 2009, the Dallas Cowboys went to the Superdome with their season on the line against the undefeated New Orleans Saints and left with a win that propelled them to an 11-5 finish and a wild card playoff victory. On Thursday night, the Cowboys faced the Saints team that came to AT&T Stadium with a 10-game winning streak and was considered perhaps the best in the NFL. The Cowboys had some momentum of their own and pulled off a signature 13-10 win that gives them an 80.2% chance of making the playoffs, according to ESPN Stats and Info. The Saints gained 176 yards, picked up the 14 first downs, converting 3 of the 11 third down chances. It was the Saints' fewest yards in a game since Week 17 of 2001. The Cowboys' defense, which was 4th in points allowed entering the game, stole the headlines and took a big step toward the postseason. The Cowboys have won 4 straight.
Up next, we are taking a look at our St. Clairsville High School boys basketball team. New at the helm is head coach Ryan Clifford in his first year in this new role, taking over for his father with a winning tradition. Does the apple fall far from the tree? This season is a new beginning for this year's boys basketball team. We will be taking a look at some of the varsity players to find out what they need to improve on from last season to be better this season. What are you looking forward to your junior basketball season?
I'm looking forward to play with the seniors and, win some playoff games and just have fun. That's what it's for.
What are you going to improve on from last season?
Probably my defense. I didn't play so well in defense at times. That's probably it.
My predictions of this season, I think, will turn out pretty good. We have 6 seniors, but we just have to come out and play hard and not give up.
How are you going to show leadership on this team and make them better?
I'm just going to push everybody to the limit, make them work as hard as they can. That's about it.
This season's basketball team consists of 34 players, 6 of which are seniors. Head coach Ryan Clifford is working with mostly a young team this year. This is WSTC news reporter Austin DeRay signing out.
And now we have WSTC sports reporter Justin McCamick to give us a scoop on girls basketball. The Lady Devils' next game will be Monday, December 3rd at Harrison Central.
What are some of your goals for this upcoming season?
Well, of course, get back to the OVAC. We've been there the last 2 years. We've in a championship game 2 years ago in the Final Four last year. And we're hoping to win it this year, compete for the Buckeye 8 and get through the sectional and try and get into the district. And definitely have a winning record, win more than you lose. But just to get better every game, get a little bit every game and get smarter every game and just learn as we go. We'll be mixing in some young players too with the seniors, so we should have good leadership with 5 lettermen back plus some young girls. So we're looking for a good season.
All right, we're here with Riley Simpson. What are some goals you have for this upcoming season?
For the team, I'd like to go back to the OVAC finals, and then for myself, just to go out there and play with confidence and just have fun with it.
What is it like being a senior leader on this team?
It's definitely a lot more responsibility. Things like on and off the court, making sure you communicate to everybody and just being out there for everybody and being a team together.
All right, Maria, what are you doing as a senior to ensure the team grows?
Help become a better role model on and off the court and help lead the practices and help lead the game.
The girls basketball team, led by varsity coach Agnew, are looking to make a big run into the playoffs this year. They are led in scoring by junior Carrie Klinkowski and senior point guard Maria Vincenzo. They have some lofty goals this year, including a Buckeye 8 championship and making OVAC finals. What is it like transitioning from middle school basketball to high school basketball?
It's a lot different because you have to push yourself a little harder and you have to be ready to face competitive teams.
Well, that's all the time we have for WSTC News. Thanks for watching.
Stay classy and have a great week.